Today I'm going to try and create something not using Oasis, so that might be more useful to people when they're creating flower arrangements in their house. So I've got this container today, which I actually won when I was about 12 in a carnival. So my brother actually thinks he won it, but my memories tell me I won it and I actually have it. So I've picked foliage from the garden, being particularly mindful of making sure that I have forks in the foliage. And I have already stripped away the leaves so that none of these leaves are going to go in the water. So what I'm doing is creating a natural grid. So I'm just going to place the foliage into the water, creating my grid. So that when I go to put the flowers in, everything here is crisscrossing, so it's creating a nice little nest for the flowers. So that's my nest, and that is actually my first layer. So the other thing I'm doing today is creating layers. So one of the beauties of working with flowers is that we actually get to create layers. So unlike the challenge of a drawing where we need to create the appearance of layers, with flowers we actually get to create layers. So it's a really easy medium to work with. So my first layer is going to be hot pink. So I like the pink because it's going to pick up the pink in my beautiful fish. So just like I did the foliage, I'm just going to put in flowers, crisscrossing everything in as we go. Look at this beautiful bent stem. It's going to be just super, and I'm going to turn it around and show you because it's going to cascade out of the vase. So it was made by nature, perfect for us. So I should try to work back to front, shouldn't I? So I'll just get a few more flowers in and then I'll have a go at doing that. So there's another cascading one. That's actually gone in straight now, but that's okay. So here it is a cascading one. So let's try and work so that you can see it. So I'm just going to put in one more, and that's given me a really good layer. Now these little carnations, they're spectacular flowers. See all these little buds? They'll open up. So this flower arrangement is actually going to grow over the next few days and become even more flowerful and beautiful. So my next layer, I've got stock, which just smells divine, and I've got some little roses. So I think that my feature flower will be the roses at this stage. So I'm going to put a layer of stock in next. So this layer will just be slightly higher than the carnations so that we create that layer look. So, and one of the things that you're missing out on by just watching this YouTube is the beautiful perfumes, and that is the other beautiful thing about flowers. You not only get the texture, the colour, the vibrancy, but you've also got beautiful perfume. So let's just put one more in, and I will have to turn it around to have a look at how I'm going. Yeah, that looks okay. I would have probably liked another piece of stock, but I don't have it, so I'll just have to do without it. Now I'm going to put in my next layer. So that's not going to work because I've got to do it back to front. Sorry, just muttering to myself. So the next layer is roses, and I've crisscrossed this so wonderfully, it's getting quite tight, which is great because the flowers aren't going to move. But just to get my next flower in where I want it, because it's a bit tight, I just need to turn it round. So that was a hard one, but I finally got it where I want it. So you can just keep going with something like this. So you could get another layer of flowers, you could choose another flower, and you could use that as well. So I've forgotten to bring my rose strippers, so I'll just have to do the best I can with these roses. The thorns are a little bit jagged. So yeah, you certainly could choose another flower and use it as a layer. Some really good flowers for layering are hydrangeas because they just fill in so beautifully. The carnations that I've used though, in a few days they will have opened, so this arrangement will be more flowerful. So there you go. There's always room for one more flower though. When my husband is waiting to deliver flowers, I always want to put in one more flower, and he's like, you have to stop, enough, we have to deliver these flowers, but I can't help myself. Okay, so that's okay. That's quite pretty. So I've created a natural arrangement of layers, just using all natural medium. Now, if you want this to last for quite a long time, we always talk about clean water. So I'm just going to give you a tip on how to keep this water clean. Well, first of all, I did put a few drops of bleach in the water before I made it, and made sure that the interior of the vase was very clean. But to actually change the water in these flowers, you would really have to pull the arrangement to pieces to get the water in. So a tip on changing the water in the vase would be to take this vase to the sink and just run it under the tap until all the old water flushes out. And then once all the old water is flushed out, it'll have fresh water. So you would expect it then to last, this arrangement may last up to 10 days if you continue to keep your water clean. So I hope you got some inspiration from that, and I hope that you go and have a go. Thank you for listening. Bye.